Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today is another 6x6 acrylic painting for the charity auction hosted by the Paris Art Fair. And I was inspired by the little bookshelves that me and my sister did during the library's craft event. And I thought, well, I'll paint a little bookshelf, So I wanted it to be kind of fantasy themed, kind of whimsical. Um, I sketched out the shelf, arranged some books on it. I put a little cat on there. It was funny because my kid was looking at it and she said, "Is that a chinchilla?" I was like, "No, it's a cat." She was like, "Looks like a chinchilla." And I was like, "Leave my cat alone." And I put like an old camera in it and one of those like decorative little glass globes with like flowers and stuff. Of course, I just painted splotches on it to indicate a design, but it's not like nothing on this thing is fancy by any means. Some picture frames and oh, there's like a little bird cage at the bottom and like a little suitcase. I did put like a big golden bell and then like a little mushroom growing out of the middle of the bookshelf. But yeah, that's the overall piece. There's some greenery in there, some leafage happening, and it was just a simple little thing. I think I spent like another 2 hours, 2.5 hours on this painting as well. And yeah, just kind of got it done as quickly as I could. I didn't want to spend too long on it. I don't even know if anyone's going to bid on this thing, but I didn't want to, I don't know. I wasn't focused on making it perfect, like it just is what it is. I like the beetle. I like how the beetle turned out better than I like how the bookshelf turned out. The bookshelf is really cute and like it's a cute little piece, but I think the beetle is prettier. So work is kind of interesting right now. I got called into a meeting a week ago and they were wondering why I had so much free time, like a lot of free time. And you're always reading a book or you're always listening to music and no one ever sees you working and this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, I'm obviously working because the work's getting done. And I just had to explain to them, like, I have streamlined my job so much that I only have to work about 3 hours out of my day. Like everything on that job duty list I do, and it doesn't take much time at all. I said, when y'all gave me that giant PM binder to flip through, and I realized, one, not all of the flat rates are listed in this binder like they should be. I spent the first month of my job learning the job. I spent the second month creating my Excel documents and finding every single flat rate PM, every single vehicle charge, every single environmental charge. And I created these Excel documents, listed them by the months that the PMs are due: 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, 180 days, and annual. Everything's in alphabetical order, and every single lift on the PM agreements is listed by serial number. And so now when I go to do my invoices, I don't have to spend all day flipping through the giant PM binder or scouring NDS to try to find these rates. It's all right here on my documents. I can just pull my Excel doc out and flip to page 2 and there it is, or flip to the back page, there it is. It's like super easy, quick, fast, simple, and I can get these invoices closed within an hour, if that. I even found a faster way to print off my batches. So whenever you're in global search, you would originally, they would have me open up all the work orders and then click print, which would open up another tab on the internet, and then which would be like an Adobe tab for the PDF file, and then I would have to click print again and then close out of that tab and then go back to global search and then, hit service manager. But I figured out that if I highlight all of the work orders, I can export them all into a zip file, open them up on my desktop all at once, and I can print them out within minutes. Used to, it would take me like 30-40 minutes to print everything. Now it only takes me like 2 minutes and I'm done, you know? And then I get all my work orders organized and I give them to my boss. And then while he's looking at those, I go back into global search and I just hit service manager, service manager, service manager on all the work orders and send them over to the tab they need to go to. Once everything's closed, I open it back up and I go, close, 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 close. Like, it doesn't take me long at all, And I was like, I'm really proud of the work that I did because I was able to streamline the job. And I was like, by all means, if y'all have anything else you want me to do, I'll be happy to do it. Look, I'll sit on a stool and count screws in a bucket if that's what you want me to do. I am the assistant. So whatever helps my boss, please tell me because I will do it, And they were like, oh, I didn't realize that you basically turned your job into a part-time job. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, if y'all don't have any other work for me to do, then I guess it is a part-time job now. So we're supposed to have a meeting in a couple more days, maybe next week or something. They've been talking about dropping my hours to part-time and kind of working on that. And then I told my husband and he was not happy. He was like, great, like you basically turned your job into the equivalent of working full-time at $10 an hour, And I was like, yeah. So I've been thinking like, what if I got a second job? I've never worked 2 jobs before, but I'm sure it wouldn't be too terribly difficult. They're kind of talking about putting me Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 3 and then being off Tuesday and Thursday. So, and then the first week of the month, I would work full time. I would work 8 to 5 because that's when we have to do all the PMs for the month and pull all the parts and wrap all the parts and put them on the shelves. And that takes a lot of time to do. So, they would have me work that whole week. And then the last 2 days of the month, they want me working 8 to 5 to close as many work orders as possible to get the end of the month done. So I've been applying for other jobs thinking like I can fill in the gaps with another part-time job. I'm kind of hoping the movie theater calls me back. I think that would be a good one because they're open so late. Like if I got out at 3, I could go to the movies at 4 and work until close. Plus I could work on my days off. They don't usually open till like noon. Except for summer when they're open earlier. I think they open at like 9 or 10 or something during the summer. But yeah, like Tuesday and Thursday, I wouldn't have to go to work until noon, so I would get to sleep in, and that would be nice. I could work on the weekends and just kind of offset that cost a little bit. And I told my boss, I said, like, obviously, like, I want to keep working here. I really like the job. I'm really good at it. I don't want to leave. I like you guys. If y'all will have me, I would love to continue to keep working, even if it's part-time. And then I will just try to find another part-time job to fill in, And he was like, yeah, well, we'll talk about it in the meeting. And I was like, okay. So we'll see what happens, but I do got bills to pay, and that's kind of important. So, of course, Luke just bought a new truck. That's another $430 a month. that we got to pay for the new truck because his old truck was broke. So he just went ahead and bought something to replace it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of freaking out a little on the inside. I've applied for some pretty major jobs. Don't know if I'll get them. Like, I applied for a law firm working as a social media manager, making really good money. And it's like making advertisements, editing videos for content, things like that. And which would be cool because I could teach myself how to do more advanced editing techniques, which would be really fun to learn. I also applied for a marketing manager position for the Choctaw Casino. That one is making heckin' good money, like $130,000 a year salary. Oh my gosh. I know it's a snowball's chance in hell that I even get that job, but I applied for it anyway. You never know, man. You never know. I'm one of those like fake it till you make it kind of people. I can learn anything, like anything, you know? And what you can't train me on, I can learn it on my free time because we have the internet. You know, I can go to Skillshare and take some courses. I can learn it on YouTube, you know, like whatever it is that I have to learn, I'll figure it out. We have endless resources at our fingertips. There's no reason why you can't learn something, you know? But it's just a matter of hopefully my resume is good enough for them to be like, huh, well, maybe we should call her. We'll see. I don't know. I guess right now I'm just kind of banking on the part-time thing and just hoping I can manage swinging 2 jobs at once. It's going to be very chaotic, and Luke and I are going to have to figure out our schedules for when it comes to taking the girls to their doctor's appointments or dentist appointments, because I can't handle all 3. I can't handle job number 1, job number 2, and managing to juggle appointments for the kids and school pickups for the kids and things like that's just too much when you put it all together like that. That's the part that freaks me out the most. You know, being a mother, a parent, on top of working 2 jobs, that's hard. So he's going to have to step up and help me when it comes to those things. But I'm sure we'll manage. I'm sure we'll make it work. But for now, he told me not to stress. He said, because I've been stressing, and he was like, just don't freak out. You've applied at so many jobs already. Just take a breather and don't think about it. And if someone calls you, then they call you. And I was like, well, I want things to happen now. I don't like waiting. I want to see some action, you know, so I can start getting used to whatever is about to happen. But this year is about to get really busy and really crazy. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to do my YouTube anymore. If I work 2 jobs, like, when am I going to find the time to draw? I don't know. I don't know. So I'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for listening to my ramblings. I hope you guys like the painting, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.